This video is uploaded under the Title 17 Fair Use Act. Fair use for parody, education, and information. Christy, she says with a sarcastic smile. Look at that. This is that look that means I don't mean a damn thing that I'm about to say.
So nice for you to join us. I appreciate you taking the time out of your day to stop by and spread your joy. I will never understand.
There's no joy in what your sister did. Above this, Christy has left a comment that says, Darlie murdered Devin and Damon. There was no intruder, then she inflicted her own wounds.
Why those anti-Darlie people?
We are not anti-Darlie people. We are anti-lie about what you did people. We are anti-I didn't do it people. We are anti-killing kids people.
Choose to waste their valuable time and energy trying to persuade somebody.
We don't feel like we're wasting our valuable time and energy when we persuade people that you're fucking lying and we prove it. We prove it all the time. You don't come to battle with us because you know better. That's why you block every single one of us that come over there. And then you make up lies about people who have the truth.
Somebody to think just like them?
No, we don't want people to think just like them. That's what you do. You're friends with anybody who says that Darlie's innocent. You'll even slide on over to Sully's dumbass who called your daddy Dennis Key. Anybody who believes Darlie, you'll be right there.
When in reality, it should be celebrated that we all have different opinions. And
well, then why aren't you celebrating? All you do is call us haters and antis, and that's all you do. We're stupid and all that. Why not you celebrating? We have a different opinion then. I'm glad you have a different opinion. I really am glad you have a different opinion. I'm glad that you put it out there, your different opinion, and we can counter it with facts.
What you are posting or saying or questioning or replying is just your opinions.
No, they're not opinions. These are facts that are written down and sealed by the state of Texas. If you think that what we're saying is our opinion, go back and ask Darlie if that cell around her and the little suit that she gets to wear, ask if that's our opinion too. Because that's not our opinion. That's the state of Texas' fact. What you're coming with is opinion.
You clearly don't know fact.
No, you clearly don't know fact. And that's what pisses us off. That's what we hate. You sat and admitted that you didn't know this case when you were young. You didn't know the facts in the case. You hadn't read the transcripts. And now as an adult, you're just starting to read the transcripts. So immediately, you admit that you feel like Darlie's innocent without knowing the facts. Just because you know her. You didn't even know the facts. But no, she's innocent. That's my sister. I know her. That was your fact.
And a lot of the stuff that you're saying is just incorrect.
No, about 60% of the stuff you say is incorrect, and I challenge you to a debate. I challenge you to a debate, because if you could put me down, because I know this off the top of my head, you could call me up right now and debate that. I don't need to write down anything. I don't need to go back and look. I know it. I know the facts.
There has never been any documentation or question about Darlie trying to injure any of the boys.
That's where you're wrong. There is documentation because there was testimony of what was said in the case. Unfortunately, the judge who felt fair for Darlie did not let Helena's testimony be spoken in front of the jury. That part anyway. The part where she felt like that she caught Darlie squeezing Drake at the point where his lips were blue, and that she took him away from him. Fortunately, the judge felt like that wasn't close enough to the crime, to the attack. It wasn't anything like the attack. So the judge didn't allow that into jury heard testimony. But it is documented in the court case that somebody felt like she was trying to injure Drake.
There was never any mention of her other child being harmed or injured.
Yes, there was mention. See, that's where you lie. You go look right at testimony.
I have no idea where you got that information.
Because we know testimony. We know what people say. Look at Helena's testimony. Look at it. It's right in there. I don't know where you got it from. That's where we got it from.
That is absolutely incorrect.
You are absolutely incorrect because there is testimony. There is documentation to it. Are you dumb?
And there is absolutely no truth to that.
You could say that there's no truth to that, but you weren't there when Helena was there. All you're doing is calling everybody else that was around there a liar or insane, or they don't know what they're talking about. They don't know how to do their job. Everybody but Darlie.
Whatsoever. The self-inflicted wounds, you can believe whatever you want to believe. And
I kind of believe that since it looks that way, and the doctor said that it's possible, that it's not an impossible thing. And since there was no intruder to us, then how did they get there? Did Darren do it? Because there was no intruder. Did Darren do it? No. The only logical explanation for them is that they were self-inflicted.
And that's okay. I'm not going to discuss or argue or question why you feel the way you do. You have the right to feel that way. And there was a lot of information that was shared on the local media that was bits and pieces of things and kind of spliced together and not necessarily full.
If they were all media that said that Darlie was innocent, would you be going, oh, they were pieces and they were sliced together and it just wasn't right?
Context when they did post their stories and their updates every night. So I'm sure a lot of people just got little bits and pieces of the information that was in the trial.
No, we don't have little bits and pieces of the information that was in the trial. No, we don't. We actually have a juror that was there every day that tells us what was in the trial, actually. And then we have all the transcripts that were written down that tells us what happens in the trial. We have all of that. We don't have bits and pieces.
Speaking of the trial, you did mention to someone else they should just read the transcript, which is a great thought. Unfortunately, I don't know how much trust can be put into that transcript considering...
If you don't know how much trust that can be put into that transcript, then why do you quote that transcript when it befits you? Oh, well, Dr. Dilwan said this. You quote from that transcript when it's convenient for you. So you can no longer quote the transcript, right? And say, well, they said this for Darlie. It's only bad when it's convenient for you. The law says that the transcript is correct. There is no one that has ever came forward that sat on the stand or stood in the jury or the defense or the prosecution that said, I did not say that. Where is that testimony? It's missing. Nobody did. This is not the Warren Commission. You can go back to the Warren Commission and see how many witnesses say, no, that's not what I said. That's not my testimony. Where's my testimony? Go look at the Warren Commission where those people did come in and they were saying stuff. And they took it out. So this is not the Warren Commission. It's the Darlie Commission.
The debacle that whole situation was. The court reporter was thrown in jail over Darlie's case. She lied about the trial recordings and said she did not have any audio recordings. And
now, which recordings are these? What testimony is missing? What part of that tape is in there that has anything to do with the evidence in the case? You tell me.
To complete the transcript after the trial was over. And because of that, the court put her in jail. And
yes, because that's illegal. And she shouldn't have done it. Thank God that the court did the right thing, just like they did in Darlie's case.
In jail until she could complete the transcript. Then
they did not put her in jail until she could complete the transcript. She didn't spend a day in jail. She was in there a couple hours.
The transcript was found to have 33,000 errors. So.
Yep, 33,000 errors, which is an average of 3 errors per page.
But I would say, read it and.
So whenever you say, no, look at the transcripts right here. he speaks up for Darlie here. Did we say, oh, that must be one of them 33,000 errors? How convenient for you, to claim that it's not right, it's informal, it's not right, but you refer to it quite a bit. When you do it again, I'm gonna get your ass.
Have a great day.
You have a great day. Look at that sarcastic look that you put on your face. Look, I contend with you. You think we don't know the facts? I contend with you to back what you're saying. Back anything that you're saying. Back where you're being harassed. Back it. Do a debate with any one of us. We could flat own you on this case. You don't know the facts. But one fact that we know is that your sister's going to die for this. And that little smug look that you have on your face right now, it's not going to be like that. And guess who did it? Darlie did it. Darlie did it. You don't know this case. I'm calling you out publicly. You do not know this case at all.